More than 250,000 people gathered in the Vatican to say one final goodbye to Pope Francis. The procession for the People's Pope involves people from all walks of life. And right now you can see a live picture from Vatican City this morning. It may not look like it right now, but earlier international leaders, Vatican officials, and hundreds of thousands of tourists packed into St. Peter's Square. The funeral began around 12:30 a.m. our time. ABC News reporter Inez de la Quintera is live in Vatican City, where she spent the past week documenting the Vatican send-off to its beloved Pope. Good morning to you, Inez.
Good morning, Gloria. And it's such an emotional day here at the Vatican today. I saw the funeral procession just moments ago going past me. It was complete silence up until the crowd broke into applause. Some people shouting grazie, thanking the Pope for everything he's done, some wiping away tears. So many people from around the world gathering to pay their final respects to the People's Pope. The world watching as Pope Francis, who led the Catholic Church for the past 12 years, is laid to rest. The 88-year-old pontiff died Monday just hours after making his final public appearance on Easter Sunday in St. Peter's Square. Now, hundreds of thousands of people have gathered in that same square for his funeral at St. Peter's Basilica. Giant TV screens added so the public can watch. His simple wooden coffin sealed Friday evening in a ceremony led by Cardinal Kevin Farrell, a former Dallas bishop. Strict security measures in place for today's funeral, with more than 160 foreign delegations, including dozens of world leaders and monarchs in attendance, among them President Trump and the First Lady. The president of Argentina, where Francis was from, seated up front, along with the president of Italy, Prince William, representing the royal family. Francis was often called the People's Pope. Groups of poor and disadvantaged people invited to the ceremony. Pope Francis spending much of his papacy advocating for the poor, visiting with them and washing their feet. The Mass beginning with prayer and liturgy. The Dean of the College of Cardinals, Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re, delivering the homily. Cardinal Re speaking of Pope Francis's final appearance on Easter, saying even though his health was failing, Francis chose to follow his path of self-giving until the last day. And he highlighted the impact Francis had on the Catholic Church, saying the guiding thread of his mission was the conviction that the Church is a home for all, with its doors always open. Holy water sprinkled on the coffin, followed by incense. The streets of Rome lined with people hoping to catch a glimpse of the late pontiff as the funeral procession makes its way from St. Peter's to the Basilica of St. Mary Major. Francis choosing to be buried there, marking the first time in more than a century a pope will be laid to rest outside the Vatican walls.
He asked that tomb should be simple, humble, simple, and essential.
And preparations will soon be made for cardinals to hold a conclave to elect the next pope. It's a very secretive and ancient ritual, but a date for that has yet to be set. Live at the Vatican, Inez de la Quintera, ABC 7 News.
Inez, thank you so much. Such an emotional morning. And our ABC News special, Francis, the People's Pope, is now available on demand. Hear from Americans who were personally touched and blessed by the late pontiff. Watch it wherever you stream on ABC News Live, Disney Plus, and Hulu. Disney is our parent company.